Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Bears, coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champions Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things, and then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Play action. It's Fields. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That's caught at the 25. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play quarterback in this league, and he does a terrific job there hustling in quickly to make the play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he's able to get in there and make a great play.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there, how about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Out of the gun, Fields. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. A shotgun snap, Fields. And probably the wise decision there. Just throws it away, and that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least she gets something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Extra point forthcoming. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
So an early 10-0 lead for him now.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
After the pick 6, here's Burrow again.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
That's the score. Bears 17. Bengals nothing.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He sets to fire deep, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Burrow. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. It brings up 2nd and
4. 17-0 our score after 1.
And we are back and ready to go for the 2nd quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Here we go.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Now Burrow. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Bengals.
Chris Godwin
from 17 yards out.
And the Bengals are on the board here in this Super Bowl.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And it's 17-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because You know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
In motion goes the tight end. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Montgomery. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 1, ready?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On third down, Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
It's Mixon on the counter, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I have a feel they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here we go. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. Here we go. Running left, it's Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. Burrow will throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, 30 yards. And the Bengals are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14.
Bengals 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear that.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't, but of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
This time, Burrow will look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Uses the stiff arm. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back to Mixon on first down. Tackled by Jonathan Grenard.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Burrow looking to pass. He will find his man Chase complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Tyson Anderson there to get him down defensively. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady game.
At the 46-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Fields eluding the pressure right. And he finds Montgomery complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On second down, Montgomery. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To
to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up.
On first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. A 15-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made on the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. But it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Here we go. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
11.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead, and just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich, at Maryland in college, did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Field throw complete here to Ayuk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On play action, Fields. That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Running left, Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. All eyes on Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Extra point splits the uprights, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing, Burrow. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Charles, that drive is perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. They'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.